Hi everyone, my name is Christine Lacayo. I work here at the Earth Charter International Secretariat in Costa Rica as the Youth Projects Coordinator. I'm sorry I couldn't join you all in this wonderful annual International Trash Conference in the Warri Delta region of Nigeria. I've actually never visited Africa before. I can only imagine how beautiful it is. So because of my absence, I'd like to send you all a big, warm welcome through here. I'd like to send my recorded speech through here and wish you the best for the next few days during the conference. I would especially like to thank Victor and Chuboik, I hope I pronounced your name okay, with Eden Garden City Project for the invitation as a keynote speaker to attend the conference focused on energy for youth through social impact. This is actually my first keynote speech, so I'm very honored and I hope it touches you and inspires you in a way to continue on this uphill battle for a sustainable future. As we approach more global and growing challenges in peace, justice, sustainable development, young people all over the world are fighting and struggling to ensure a sustainable future for all. We are the youth who are raising our voices and working to solve critical problems more than any other group of people on the planet. Environmental degradation is one of the worst threats Nigeria faces today. The selfish destruction of our ecosystems are unacceptable. Toxic air pollution has increased, causing deaths and respiratory issues, but healthcare facilities have not improved. The massive loss of biodiversity around the Niger Delta ecosystem with little to no marine life is causing the increase in impacts of global warming. As I understand, the Niger Delta region used to be a huge hub for tourism until just a few years ago because of the environmental damage across the region. The cost of cleaning up these oil spills and glass flares is usually so expensive that it takes decades or maybe even longer to clean these up and to help restore the ecosystem. It is unacceptable for these oil and gas companies to take the freedom as they wish, business as usual, without paying for their damage. The people of Nigeria live with severe ecological problems and suffer the impact of the degradation of the environment through their health. There's no ethical logic behind this. On a positive note, all of this degradation and destruction will allow for green opportunities and clean and energy future. It's refreshing to see that there's millions of people and organizations similar to what Eden, GCP, and Earth Charter are doing all over the world today, acting and fighting for clean and safe futures, using their voices and using education as a tool. How lucky are we to be a part of this massive movement? We are living history. In order to create effective and efficient peaceful movements, we have to appreciate each other and unify our talents. We need to recognize the huge benefits and the opportunities that will result in unified and successful movements. Nowadays, all of this has so much to do with social media and being connected virtually. You may not know anything about a person halfway across the world that you're fighting for the same thing. You have the same vision. Victor from Nigeria and Rhoda from Cameroon, who is also attending the conference, have been an incredible help with the Earth Charter as Earth Charter Young Leaders, co-facilitating my online youth course on leadership, sustainability, and ethics. I never knew them before coming into this position, and I've never been to your beautiful continent before, but I work with them so often, and we speak and communicate often that I feel like I've known them for years. When I think of history's most successful social movements, civil rights, the anti-apartheid movement, the environmental justice movement, and it all came from a small group of concerned and determined people concerned for their health, determined to make a difference, determined to make a change, and eventually it grew into a massive movement. We're the same small group of people. Today, we're youth leading our future, but we're more and more connected than ever today and ever before. I have enormous faith for our generation and for our future. The stakes are far too high and the time far too short to just sit back and not do anything about it. As youth coordinator for the Earth Charter International, we work with many different youth from all over the world, engaging in some of those powerful and inspiring actions and projects around the world. We have Earth Charter Young Leaders in over 20 different countries. We have individual youth in over 60 different countries working with the Earth Charter, and over 6,000 organizations across the globe working to spread the beautiful vision of the Earth Charter in their communities. The Earth Charter is a tool that can be used to spread peace, awareness, interconnectedness, ecological integrity, sustainability, justice for all. We have the power to put these beautiful words into action and to make them alive. I invite you to read the Earth Charter, study it, breathe it, use it in your daily lives. My hope is that every one of you turn away from armed conflict and unsustainable practices and to join forces peacefully and strongly to connect this broad global youth network across the globe for our future, for our ecological freedom, for our lives, for our generations to come. We are the energy and we are the fuel for this movement. ignite the movement in every corner of your world, in every community around the globe. And just as the fossil fuel companies did with their dirty practices, I invite you to let your action spread like a raging wildfire as well. Thank you all so much for the space, for your time. I appreciate all of your efforts. I can't wait to see pictures and updates on this conference, and I wish you all the best in these next few days coming up.